All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Thursday. And I think this time I remembered to hit the stream button. It is a Thursday. And not just any Thursday. Oh, interesting. It is, in fact, a patch day. 4.3 will be with us very soon. Lonix, it's good to see you. Hey, Biker. Hey, Dragnos. Rhino. Derplo. Hey, Parker. Kid. And like I said, I've got a few boxes and new Babbage to give away. So, Biker, Derplo, if you guys want to meet me in Babbage, I will give them to you. Oh, thank you, Rhino. It's the most wonderful time of the month, you know? When we get a patch. Things update. Oh, kid. Kid, it's supposed to be later today. I might not be here for it because I have to leave. I have to leave exactly at 5 o'clock. Like maybe 1 to 5 minutes difference, but I've got a D&D session today at 6, and it's only 5 minutes from my house, but you know, I like to show up early. I like to be attentive, and you know, I still got to take a shower beforehand. So yeah, now the giveaway won't be today, but we might have a little something. Little something. You know, some sort of lupine donation. Some sort of Duran like little something special. Which reminds me, I should claim everything and make sure it's just all, you know, here. Hey, Motherfig. Motherfig, I like how that is like your special hello right there.
With convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of Arcon, City Flight is business travel made simple. Tram now leaving the station.
I mean, Parker, I'm not either. But hey, free is free. Yeah, see, Ken, now I've got to cook up like a secret word to go with it. That is probably one of my favorite Duran songs, though. I've never actually seen the music video for it. But every time I go through like a Hobby Lobby or a Michael's, like a place that has like a whole aisle of like fake greenery, I'd always imagine that's what the music video for Hungry Like the Wolf would be. It's like popping out of a fake small plant. I forgot the name of every plant ever suddenly. Blue moon on a Monday? Ooh, Parker. That's a deep cut. Been a long time since I've read anything by Jack London.
Universe closer together. Our core, investing in tomorrow's future.
Wait, hold on. Wolf, let's go back to this. What is it? Casadia? That's not the lady who sings it like every time we touch song, is it? Dom all the wolves. The wolf will be debuting later today, and I might not be here for it, but there might be a little something, a little goody gumdrop giveaway later on, like, you know, tomorrow or next week or whatever. And
welcome to the ASOP vehicle.
You know, just trying to think of all the wolf references that I have. Yeah, I have no idea why I have this. I don't own anything that gives this as a loaner.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your
Is it Talos? Okay, I don't know that one. I need to expand my my Duran. Okay, that definitely needs to be claimed.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Cascada, that's it, yeah. Every time I touch, I get this feeling. Every time I swear I can fly. Man, they used to come on when I worked at Best Buy, and I'd sneak off to the office to turn the store radio up. And then I'd get yelled at for turning the store radio up. Man, not once have I pulled out the Corsair this whole patch. So sad. So sad for the Corsair.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Please be aware that while
was it sent though? Okay.
All UEE common laws are still in effect.
Yeah, Durflo.
Claim has been sent.
Biker, if you guys want to, whenever you can, at your convenience, join on me and meet me in New Babs. I will meet you guys there. What do I have here? What do I have that I could fly to New Babs? It's not going to take 25 minutes. I'm hoping also that this new patch will mean that I finally have a home again. I've been homeless. Yeah, we'll take the tag. We'll take the tag.
All security and customs personnel at all times. Their job.
Ken, that is impressive, man. That is so impressive.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us at welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
That's a nice helmet.
Your insurance claim has been
Hey, Angel.
Please be aware.
Ooh, it has been a moment. Also, did I see Granula sneak in here? Granulous, did you happen to see that new retro sea spray? Yeah, see, Dom, I didn't really get to do EDM. Like, I listened to a little bit of Scooter back in like 2006, I want to say. I don't know if you want to count Scooter. And even then it was like 3 songs. Aw, kid, how did you lose it? Oh, wait, hold on. Did they reissue Cosmo? Ooh, I did miss out on Cosmo. Now, was it a retro Cosmo or just a Cosmo reissue? Yeah, see, Dom, I don't think I've actually listened to the real hardcore stuff. Oh, kid, I'm sorry. I've done that before. I somehow lost my Crusader helmet. I have no idea how. Ah, that beautiful ArcCorp skin. You know, I feel like red and yellow goes really well on the tack. Just a good look for something bringing the pain. I need to get rid of all these boxes before the patch drops. I'm kind of scared about the wolf coming out. Negative Angel. The patch will be going into, or the event will be going into 4.3. So you still have some time. It's a very Starfield style skyline. You know, Talos, I was really surprised at how folksy Steppenwolf sounded, because I'd only ever heard the one song that they did. Well, I mean, there was Born to Be Wild, and then there was I forget the other one, but I bought a Steppenwolf album, and it was just very folksy. It's like, no wonder none of their other songs are ever sampled for commercials or, you know, music portions in a movie or what have you. I don't know, maybe it's just that one particular album. Well, Angel, I would probably start scooting on it. And Biker, you can't do that. Are you trying to get this cargo to elsewhere? Because if that's the case, I'll spawn you the big boxes. Oh, Derplo, you got time, man. I'm coming from ArcCorp. Hey, Mabutu. And you know, TJ, to go back to it, like, red and black would be nice. I think they've got like a black and orange pinstripe, but I will definitely take this. Yeah, Parker, like, you know, the guy Magic Carpet Ride, and then Born to Be Wild, you know, which was on every kid's movie in the 80s and 90s for some reason. Because I bought the album that Magic Carpet Ride was on. Really a psychedelic cover. But like every other song in it was just kind of very folk music style, you know? Oh yeah, Talos. Oh yeah. Like, I kind of feel bad for Ghost, because I feel like they had the same thing happen to them. Because they did that 60s version of 2 songs. And admittedly, they were great. Oh my god, they were really great. You know, they were so good, they became TikTok songs. And then I feel bad for anybody who started listening to them trying to find more sounds like that. And then discovered, you know, the Scooby-Doo metal that they were. Yeah, right. I mean, like, you know, they didn't invent it, but like, same thing with like Deep Purple. Oh, who else? Could probably even get a little bit of Jethro Tull in there, maybe, depending on the song. You know, like you tell people that Deep Purple was like the granddaddy of metal, and they get ticked off. And while they certainly didn't invent it, they helped lay the foundation for some of the sound, you know? You know, Dom, it's always fun, like, when a band just makes, like, a parody song or, like, a song to, like, mess with something, and that's the song that launches them into popularity. Like, I know there was that Italian dude who made a song that just sounded like gibberish, but it was supposed to sound like American English, and that one took off, and he did it just to show that people will listen to anything in Italy if it sounds American enough. Hey, Cerrone. Howdy, howdy. Hey, Biker, you wouldn't be able to make me party lead, would you? If not, I can break party and reinvite you, because I also need to get Derplo in here. Need to dump these boxes before the patch drops. Yeah, I'll need to order that Cosmo. Give Big Bad Toy Store. Oh, they do. He's in stock, and he's only 26 bucks. You know, for a little tin can, they did make Cosmo look really good. Aha, thank you, Biker. Alright, Derplo, I'm gonna send you a party invite. Well, Cerrone, you've got time. Hey, Roy. The event will be going into 4.3, and 4.3 is launching today. There's Derplo. Howdy there, Hagatha. And Cerrone, if you need help with boxes, I will assist when I can. When I can. Yeah, T-Jax, if you've got any boxes stored, now's the time to clear them out. Which is exactly what I'm doing. I feel like that could have been... Where's that thing I just flew by? You guys saw that for a moment, right? Ah, there it is, yes. The giant Polaris. Ooh, does that have cargo? Ooh, Sarone, I didn't see the video today. Glad I didn't walk in on that disappointment about summoning vehicles on a freight elevator. I'm glad that, you know, I can see all the... And it's game rules, too. Oh, but it's an armistice zone. Oh, I forget. When it's game rules, is it locked or unlocked? You know, what's the thing there? I'm gonna try something. Yeah, but I can never remember if they stayed locked. James, it's game rules, which means I legally can. It's the figuring it out part. Because we are an armistice. Do this. Yeah, we can do this. However, well, Wolf, they have actually strengthened the doors on these. People were complaining that they took too little damage before they poofed or opened up, and they were. You know, the TAC might not be the best vehicle for this on account of its bulbousness. Actually, where's that EVA dock? Hey, Joe. Maybe we can just EVA dock to EVA dock. What? How was that a crime? All right, where are you? It's not there. That's an engine. That looks like the EVA dock. Haha, it is. All right. Montana, that's probably the best thing to do right there, buddy. I might need to adjust that just a smidge. Yeah, about right there. Bring it down. Try that. Oh, Joe, I know I'm in gravity. That's why I'm being very, very careful. Hi, Crew Derplo. Sorry for the wait. I am attempting to get you more boxes because, you know, never have enough. You know what's a great idea? Setting my spawn to the tack. Yeah, setting my spawn to the tack. Just in case I slip and fall to my death. You feel like either I'm not close enough to it or it's locked. What do you guys think? It's kind of locked, don't it? So, James, I don't know if you can see the... Well, you can't really see the skin that I have on my tack right now. Are we floating away? Come on. All right, I guess we'll try to back it up a little bit more. There are a total of 36 ship skins you can get. Not to mention guns and armor. Yeah, Joe, I gotta back it up a little bit more. The only thing about the tack, it's a little bit of a runaround. Here's hoping. Hey, Bishop. And Hagatha, no idea. They always do the thing where we'll update it later, but later ends up being 3 years. Well, yeah, but you learned it now, though, right? Like you've got it memorized. Okay, you know what? It's... Yeah. Yeah, okay, so I think it's still locked. So I got that to highlight and everything, and it's not. Darn, I tried. I mean, it's only like, what? 90 SCU? I couldn't remember if game rules unlocked it or not. I mean, Rhino, it makes sense. Like, if I locked the car and I abandoned it, it wouldn't just unlock because I died. But I do feel like it should unlock so you can clear that stuff up, you know? Alright, sorry about that delay, Derplo Biker. We are on the way. See, Rhino, the problem is some of us are running out of future. So I need him to hurry it up. Yeah, Joe, I don't know what's up with that. That's not my headlights. I don't know if there's like a meteor coming in or... Oh, now it's gone. Yeah, like, how am I gonna get an armistice violation for bumping an abandoned vehicle?
Please proceed to assigned landing. That request has already been granted.
Landing gear down.
Thank you. And please
Whoops. All right, start calling some boxes up. Hey, Paul. Good to see you, Paul. I've been all right, aside from yesterday / night before. Had a bit of a rough one, which is why I wasn't here yesterday. But aside from that, all right. Except for sleep, though. Man, do I miss sleep. Yeah, all right. So I've got about 2,200. Actually, probably less, because 30 of that is some RMC that was dropped off by accident. Hey, Luna, no worries. No worries at all. I can't pay my fine up here, can I? No, I cannot. Did I leave anything here? I don't know what I was expecting. Aw, thank you, Mother Fig. Thank you, man. Well, I see a biker. Oh, he's a few googly mooglies away. That's fine. I can spend some time in town while I wait for biker. Thank you, Mother Fig. All right. Biker, are you trying to get these moved elsewhere? You know, Parker, I kind of want the fancy dancy metallic armor they have in the mining bundle for this patch. It's got a nice metallic yellow-orange to it. Oh, hey, they've already got the page up for the wolf. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good page. Oh my god, sorry, I'm gonna be tabbed out looking at this right quick. Ooh. Oh. 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 Oh, it's $90. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, I say that for Star Citizen, it's not too bad. We've kind of gotten used to it, but you know, I was expecting them to try to go a little bit more, and they didn't. I am thoroughly impressed. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I know, Christian. I know. I know. Believe me, I know. Like, you know, any other game, you'd be like, $90, my god. But in Star Citizen, we go, hey, that's not too bad. Yeah, you know, Parker, I've never been particularly happy with any of the Herc skins. Like this, I'm sorry, do they even change the paint job on the ankle breaker? Yes, they did. Neato. Sorry, I never noticed. AMD, it's not, but the Wolf is available to purchase. Negative, Christian. I think they have it set up to where they don't want people getting in through it. Which is annoying. Like, it makes sense, but it's a little annoying. I mean, Wolf, this is your patch, buddy. This is your patch. See, here's my problem. I'm looking through all the paint jobs on the Wolf, and I feel like the baseline is the one that's the coolest, you know? Silver with a little bit of red. Yeah, and the angle breaker being up too high. Oh, sleepy, no idea. I'm gonna say no. Well, you know, Anne, there is the concierge skin, which has a little bit of gold trim to it, I believe. There's like one skin for it that has like red and yellow and black. And I think it is the concierge only skin. Yeah, it's sleepy. Something tells me they're going to have same issues into 4.3. Maybe less. Maybe less. All right, let's go ahead and start getting this ready. We'll give them 1,000 each. We'll split it into two 500 chunks. Ish. You know what? We'll make it 500-ish. And like I said, sadly, I'm going to have to go at about 5 o'clock on the dot. Because I've got D&D and I'm not going to be late for it. Yeah, that frost camo does look pretty good. I mean, honestly, the base paint on it looks good. That's kind of my issue. Is it looked good just on its own. And you know that I like to put paint jobs on things so it stands out. Yeah, Arcturus, it's relatively cheap. Yeah, and if you just go like look at all the paint jobs, like if you hit the select your paint. Eight size 1 missiles. Well, I won't be using those. Honestly, I might just get it as a runabout. Thing is 21.5 meters. How long is the how long is the space inside TAC? It's probably gonna be half that, isn't it? Let's see, what are the specs on the Fury? Yeah, this thing is 21.5 meters. I don't think that's fitting inside a TAC or a Carrack. That's not going in there. That's too big to fit in there. Hey, squirrel. Hey, Rod. Yeah, it is very Naboo-ish. Like, I know a lot of people have been throwing around like the oh, what is that ship from Cowboy Bebop? Swordfish. I actually thought it looks a lot like the CIS bomber from Clone Wars. I mean, Rod, you could always install it, then install the patch. I mean, it's a big download, so you got time. You can choose whenever. You know what? Whatever. Yeah, it sure is. Like, it's still a light fighter. Yeah, Ken, it's got a quantum drive. I guarantee you it's got a quantum drive. I don't think they'd make something that big without a quantum drive. All right. Bikers coming close. All righto. Thank you, Rhino. See, look at that. Rhino using money so people can see that it has a quantum drive. Thank you, Rhino. That's good on you. Also, Alex, welcome, welcome. And Rod, that would be nice. I do like my rattlers. They rarely hit, but, you know, they're still fun. Hey, simulate. So yeah, I know this patch is going to drop like 30 minutes after I leave for D&D. Which is so sad. And Biker, don't forget, make sure you take that Bring Us Materials quest. Or whatever it is that Microtech calls it. Yeah, this one. Ongoing material acquisition. Because I don't think any of this is going to survive the patch. And there was an update on the ship showdown, right? Yeah, the velocity is kind of surprising. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's getting inside a hangar. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rhino. I will go look it up in Discord. Hey, Berlin! Thank you, Berlin. Oh, I'm sorry it wasn't the Wookiee, though. Thank you, man. Alright, just waiting on Biker to come claim these. Get rid of all my box stockpile for the patch. Hey, Troy! What is... Oh, right, that's just the window. Okay, I thought that was a thruster. Never mind. He did, Luna. Here you go, Biker. Just take the materials quest and send it on down. I'll have you with 1,000 shortly. And Dread, we should be getting it very, very soon. Very soon. They've got the wolf up for sale, which means that it's gotta be really soon. So, Biker and Derplo here are gonna get all my boxes. Alright, send that down, grab the next. Yeah, you guys are just gonna have to get everything. So, you know, congratulations, fire sale, all that. My loss, your gain. I say that. It's not like I'm making money off these. Man, if I was charging for these, I would be rolling in the deep. But no, we ain't gonna do that, because that ain't right. I want everyone to have a skin. Leeton, I think they're going to nuke stored boxes for sure. Stored SCU always gets nuked, so... Man, I'll tell you, I'll be excited for this to be over, though. All right, so what do I got? 199. About 30 of that is RMC, which I would probably have to sell in Grimhacks. So let's say about 80 for each of us, huh? There might be a slight difference, but I don't think anybody's gonna fight over that. Is that not... Okay. Okay, I was gonna say, is that not coming up? Have you guys seen the spread on this shotgun? It is ridiculously tight. Like, look at that. You know, most shotguns in video games are just spray. But that's a decent spread, I feel. Like, look at that. That's not bad. No, Luna, I get it. I get it. Sometimes somebody changes their little profile picture and it's like 12 pixels for me. But still, it's like, who is this person? Yeah, Ken. That's one of the shotguns that you get rewarded for the event. I forget what tier the shotgun is. I think 4, 3. Oh, we should a little bit more than I thought. Well, Dread, I'm not gonna lie. I bought the pack that this comes with for one of the backpacks, and the gun was just an added bonus. But it is the Prism shotgun. Very concentrated, very, very OP. I am clean for the patch. I can get out of here. I can go, I don't know, do something. I don't know what to do till the patch drops. Make money? I'm gonna need more money. No, Rhino, not with a patch this close. Hey, Silas. And Motherfig, I should. I mean, I checked it earlier, but... Ah, gotcha, Rhino. Yeah, I was thinking about busting out the whole sea. I can at least make, you know, $1 million or $4 million. Granted, I think my whole season arc, so I'd have to head all the way back there.
Thank you. And please visit again.
That's not that bad. In fact, do we have a mission? Oh, Jonathan, why scared? Why scared? I mean, unless it's a Star Citizen thing. I get that. Sometimes it's like, I'm afraid to be hurt again. Where's the tear to Magnus? There's this one mission that actually goes from Terra to Pyro. But it only spawns on certain servers. Why, I don't know. It will not spawn on Australian servers. And it's just very annoying, but it's like that. Hey, Death, not yet. Although I saw the price tag, and I gotta say, it's pretty attractive. I probably will be picking one up. Thing is, I gotta save money, Death. Because next month is my girlfriend's birthday, and I gotta save money for that. And I don't want to be spending money on myself with digital spaceships. Their birthday around the corner. But man, oh man, I might just have to embezzle a little bit of cash for one, because it is beautiful. But I wouldn't mind having one as like a little runabout, you know, runabout here, runabout there. Carlos, probably within the next 3 hours. I would say next 3 to 4 hours. Bruce. Oh no. If anything, it would be orange, but she is well aware of my feelings as Star Citizen. Oh, Jonathan, that's easy. You just start blowing yourself up until you get good enough to not blow yourself up. And then occasionally you just kind of blow yourself up again anyway because you did something silly. I've been flying pretty regularly since 2014 and I still blow myself up. Well, Mobutu, I'd say I've got it on pretty good authority that it's going to go live today. And they did announce that they're trying to go live today. Yeah, the game will do something silly. Sometimes you'll just be in the middle of nowhere, not doing anything, no one around you, and suddenly, kaplow. Kaplow, kaplow, kaplow. Well, Troy, if you want me to, I can drop you the page for it. It's pretty. It's very pretty. There you go. Then you can go, ooh, ah, hey. Honestly, if I could, I would upgrade my arrow to this. Because I never use my arrow. But I want to make sure I get all the skins for it. And if I'm not getting the skins for it, then there's no point in CCUing it. And you know Sineth, right? Because if you know Sineth, that means you can abuse her concierge status and get her to buy the skin by itself. You don't actually have to get the 4-pack. If you're concierge, you can buy the concierge skin on its own. No, and we are talking about the Riftwalker executive paint, right? Just to make sure we're on the same page. At Mobutu, I heard about it. I haven't got to watch it yet. Was that about calling up vehicles and freight elevators would not be available in this patch?
Quantum fuel at 50%.
Yeah, always check the individual page or the Floofy concierge. Yeah, Angel, but I'm all right with that. I don't think they should be pricing so many paints outside of, you know, non-whales. Oh, Mobutu, was there something else about elevators? Because if there was, I'd be interested to know more. Yeah, see, Death, like, I never used my arrow at all. So I could easily upgrade it, but then I wouldn't be getting the paints. I want the paint jobs. I see no special CCU opportunity to get the paint jobs, and I need those. All right. Area 18, where are you? And Anne, how did you manage to pull that off? Did you steal them? And Death, I kind of feel the same thing. Also, Death, I know I'm probably gonna wedge or put a wedge in our friendship here. But dude, I have been struggling with Deep Space Nine, man. Like, I know it probably gets really good in the later seasons, but season 1 has been rough. Like, I think season 1 of Voyager was done much better than season 1 of Deep Space Nine. I gotcha, Mabutu. Well, I figured.
Quantum travel complete.
Dude, this is just a series of really bad episodes in season 1. And like I'm sticking with it, which has been really hard. I want you to know how dedicated I am, because if you tell me I have to wait 2 seasons for a show to get good, usually I just don't watch the show. Because if I had to wait multiple seasons for something to be digestible, I'd grow potatoes. Because, like, Garrick has shown up a total of 1 time in season 1. I watched probably the most atrociously written episode last night, where they basically get infected by a LARP virus and have to LARP out some faction conflict that infected some Klingons in the Gamma Quadrant. Honestly, Angel, I feel like a bad start, because the thing about a bad ending is it's only one ending. And honestly, writing a good ending is very difficult. It's hard to end a good story. Yeah, see, literally, like I said, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it. Actually, I didn't mind that episode, although they didn't have to have that little girl say Alamarine 50 different times. But, like, there was that episode. Anything involving Kai Opaka, I'm sorry, but I cannot express how much I have a disdain for the Bajorans. Because every time Kira is on screen, her entire character is I'm loud and I'm angry and the prophets. Prophets, prophets, prophets. Prophets, prophets, prophets. Like, And then we've got the episode with Kaiopaka, and she's like, oh, I want to go check out the wormhole. Oh, let's go over here. Oh, let's land on this planet. Oh, I'm going to stick around. And I'm sure they have their reasons. But, honestly, right now, I kind of feel like the Cardassians were right. Maybe they should have kept occupying Bajor. Because as far as season 1 goes right now, the Bajorans cannot get their crap together. They're fighting each other all the time. They're so lame. I'm waiting for them to get better. And none of them are proving me wrong so far. Yeah, Cisco is great. Like, I just enjoy his, like, are you questioning me? In fact, I'm going to keep this as a declarative statement because I know you're not questioning me. Yeah, Shax is the only good Bajoran I have met so far in any Star Trek anything. In Berlin, dude, I don't doubt it. I'm gonna check my bank account and see if I can get away with picking one up.
Welcome.
And Death, I'm sure. It's just like I said, I think 17, 18 episodes in. And pretty much every time I see the description for the next episode, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna hate this.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Like, I think the previous episode, before the one I watched, is where O'Brien had to be adopted as a storyteller for this one village who gets attacked by this weird creature every year. And I love the actor for O'Brien because he does a perfect job. But O'Brien, poor O'Brien, is just... He is the old fart that everybody smells as he enters the room. Like, the man has no friends. He has made a single friend so far. And his friend was a creature literally designed to be hunted.
Welcome.
Like, O'Brien's entire existence is watching people leave him. And I mean that both, like, as his career and his off time. Like, oh, I run the teleporter. Goodbye. Oh, you came back. You're leaving my office now. Like, he's such a sad person that the first part of his name is O, because that's what people say when they enter the room and see him.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the... Please visit us again.
I mean, Arcturus he might, but dude, he brought a botanist to a space station. I guarantee you she ends up leaving. I guarantee you. I am betting that she leaves the station. Oh no, Bruce. It's O'Brien. And Rhino, is it on PTU? Do you guys want to go to PTU and check out the wolf before I leave? I'd have to buy them. Okay, Death, I love Garrick. I love Garrick so much, but I don't know if I can say the words that I want to about Garrick on stream. If that makes sense. Well, Rhino, I'm debating picking it up. Oh, someone's having a fire sale on event cargo. Like, okay. So episode 3, Death, where Garrick is introduced. And he meets Bashir. Alright, so let me just... I have seen this interaction in many gay bars, where Garrick is the older, experienced, almost predatory top gay, stalking the wild savannah, for the inexperienced bottom gay that Bashir is, who is still new to everything and is trembling and doesn't really know what to do yet. And Garrick is going to figure it all out for him, and he is going to eat him alive. That is what I see Garrick and Bashir as. And I know they're not, but they totally are. Oh, they totally are. Like, as he came around the corner and, like, drifted his hands across, like, Bashir's shoulders and sat down, and you can see Bashir just all a tremble. Like, he is going to eat that man alive. Death, I don't think there's any trying about it. I think Bashir tries so hard with the ladies because he hasn't really figured himself out yet. Like, if you're trying to tell me that Bashir is Deep Space Nine's Tom Paris, as far as, like, trying to get with the ladies, I cannot buy that. I'm sorry. But that is a product I cannot buy, because that is not true at all. Now, beggars, that is fair. That is fair. Just watching them interact, it's just like, oh, Bashir, you fool. You're not getting out of this alive. Or with your pants. You know what? We could go test the wolf. I know Bashir's supposed to be like the debonair, classy ladies man. He just doesn't sell it, man. He doesn't. Like, now Tom Paris being the cocky jerkwad style, it's like, yeah, I'm a pilot, and I definitely get the ladies, even though he never really seems to do it. Like, that I can believe. But Bashir being like the, oh, my sweet rose, nothing could ever be as charming as you, and it's like, I'm sorry. I know I'm trying to suspend my disbelief here, and I can suspend that for teleporters and whatever in the world Dabo is, but I cannot do it for this man. Yeah, I'll tell you what, we go and recopy. I'm sorry, what, Death? What? Oh, that would have ruined it. That would have ruined it. Yeah, see you, Motherfig. I'm sure I will. Because, like, when I first started watching Voyager, my favorite character was, oh, what is his name? Played by Garrett Wang. Like, he was just wonderful. He was adorable. He was my little baby boy, you know? It's like, man, I hope nothing bad ever happens to him. And then Neelix showed up. And, you know, he just got thrown out the window because I had Neelix. Neelix was best boy. No, Rhino, I know. Believe me, I know. but just like I need more Garrick, and he has only shown up once in season 1, and that is a travesty. And he might show up more in season 2, but I looked ahead, and it takes like 20 episodes for him to at least be on a thumbnail. Where's my bank account? Sorry, I am checking if I can squirrel away one of these wolves for me. Okay, you know what, Beggars? I'm also glad you brought that up. Nog and Jake. I love watching those two clowns do anything. And that is surprising because I hate kids. But Nog and Jake have been amazing. Ooh, and really, they may have shut it down. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. It might be coming then. Yeah, if you can't log on to the PTU. Beggars, I just watched that episode.
Shields off.
Self-sealing stem bolts. You forgot the self-sealing part.
Engaged.
Rhino, they may have shut off logging in. Like, if you're already in, you're good to go, but they may have shut off logging in. That's right, Angel. That's exactly what it'll do. Ooh, I need to plug my phone in. Well, Anne, what issue are you getting? Yeah, right. No, I might just wait for it to go to PU. Hey, Sly. I mean, Beggars, I need at least an episode 2 payoff. Like, I'm cool with an overarching story, but right now it is entirely episodic. And I need these episodic wrap-ups to actually have a wrap-up. Like, that LARP episode, oh god, that was atrocious. Honestly, Jonathan, the graphics settings don't seem to do a whole lot. Like, you can get some adjustments. Basically, it just shifts it between GPU and CPU. Yeah, see, Beggars, the first episode was done incredibly well. And everything has just kind of been womp womp from there.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant...
Hey, deployable.
You are clear to launch.
There we go. Yeah, coyote, yeah. You know, like, they could have done so much better to this ship. Oh yeah, give me the square that has all the boxes in the way. That's cool. Ooh, Berlin. I don't like the sound of that. Well, if that's the case, Mobutu, then I'll probably launch while I am at D&D. Which means we've got time. Time for me to look at this wolf. Jonathan, are you talking about doing quantum? Like jumping from one planet to the other? Because if so, you want to hit B to enter nav mode. Line up on whatever you're jumping to, and once it finishes spooling up and whatnot, then you just hit left click. Yeah, if you give me a second, I will take you through it once I finish loading up here, which is probably going to take a minute or two. Now, beggars, that is true. I'm going backwards. I'm going Voyager, Deep Space Nine, TNG. And I know that's probably the horrible way to go, but I don't care.
Friendship.
Gold! Thank you, Gold. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Good to see you sneaking in here. No, I do. I do. I'll wait till I'm in the pipe, though. Yes, Death, that's correct. Be mad about it. I know I'm going in a very heinous order. But I'm doing it anyway. Hey, Apple. Hey, serious? Well, Luna, don't forget, I am watching it with somebody who has seen it all, so I am getting context and all that as well. Jonathan, you can hit, what is it, backslash? The key right below backspace. It's a shortcut, or in your comms, you can select whatever station you're currently at and call it from there. And that'll open up the hangar doors for you. And also, I get to choose whatever series I want to watch, because if I have to start with TNG, then I might as well start with TOS, and I don't want to do that. So now I'll watch the animated series of TOS. I actually happen to own the complete collection of the animated series on Laserdisc. Jonathan, yeah, you might have to wait. So take off just a little bit and make sure you can see the doors, because you might be in a hangar queue. But also, I've had this very bad habit for all of my life where, just through no fault of my own, I have had to start with the end of something. So I'm just keeping that going in my adult life, where when I can choose, I'm just going to keep doing it. Like the Harry Potter books. My mom bought me the 4th Harry Potter book first. And then when I read through that, she bought me the 3rd one. And then the 2nd one. And then the 1st one. Because clearly she doesn't know how stories work. The very first time that I saw a Never-Ending Story movie, it was the 3rd one. Yeah. I had to start with Never-Ending Story Part 3 with Jack Black. I didn't get to see Dragonheart. Nuh-uh. I had Dragonheart 2. So, going in order has never really been a huge thing for me. Well, that's not a good sign, Rhino. I'm glad we're not in it now. Alright, so... Actually, let me just cancel this right quick. So, Jonathan, what you're going to do is, once you're clear enough to jump somewhere, you can either click or type in where you want to go. For example, I'm going to Magnus Gateway. Click down here to route to that location. You're going to make sure that you are in nav mode by hitting B, which I'm going to take us back out of and then back into nav mode, just so you can see the difference by hitting B. Line up for it. Once these 2 bars here fill, which is both alignment and spooling, then you can hit left click and make the jump. Yeah, see, Apple, I've got physical media because of the whole over the garden wall BS from a few years ago. Now, Coyote, how many Babylon 5s are there? you know, I know nothing about it, seeing as I've never seen it. Yes, Jonathan, your shields have to go down for nav mode to work. It's stupid. They are eventually fixing it. Hey, Phaedrus. Okay, now, to be fair, Apple, I'm not watching out of season. I'm just watching series out of order. Like I said, I did Voyager first, in order, every episode. And now I'm doing Deep Space Nine, in order, every episode. And then I'll go on to TNG. Like, I'm not going to random episodes or anything like that. I'm watching everything in order, no matter how bad the episode is. And I gotta say, there's been some Deep Space Nine episodes in Season 1 that are salamander levels of just atrocious. Yeah, okay, you see, Talos, that's the thing. Like, my mom never read a lot. I don't know if she understood the importance of, like, things being a sequel that builds on a story that's already been established. So, while I'm reading, you know, the 4th book in a series, I'm like, who's this person? Who's that? Why are they talking like this snake is important? Just, you know, stuff like that. And then it proceeds further and further and further. Like, okay, so you guys know I don't really, like, get into comics. One of the reasons that I don't, it was when I was a kid, I was given a single comic book. And it was, like, halfway through the story on some random detective guy. Like, it wasn't even, like, a superhero comic book. It was some sort of just random detective story, and it was so boring. I cannot remember the name of it. But since it was halfway through whatever story arc they were currently telling at the time, because, like, my parents didn't really care. They would just, like, oh, yeah, now he might like that. I'll just buy a comic book and do zero research on anything that we're going to give him. Like, I remember my mom bought me this romance novel, and she had no idea that it was a romance novel. She just saw that there were dragons on the cover. It's like, oh yeah, he likes dragons, I'll buy him this. And I'm like 11. Like, I'm reading this, like, this is boring. And they're doing weird things to each other's bodies. What is going on? This isn't... I don't think this is for me. So, if any of you guys are parents out there, listen, do your research on the thing you were considering buying your kid before you just hand it over to them. Just please. So they're not telling stories like this in 20 years on the internet. Yeah, you see, also Farscape is on the list. Now, beggars, I did see Firefly. I mean, that was an easy watch because, you know, they canned it early. Oh, right. I was going to drink some cruise because I'm currently dehydrated. Like, Like, I had an ex that was obsessed with Firefly. Hey, my hair's back, finally. Oh, Wolf, I didn't pick the detective story. Like I said, it was just... I didn't even get to pick the comic book they gave me. They just came home one day and was like, hey, here's a comic book, Squirt. You know, Apple, it did not. It did not. And Rhino, I did watch Serenity. It could have been better, but it was alright.
Quantum travel complete.
Hey, Apple. You want to do piracy? There you go, right there. You know, Deplorable. The title was... Actually, you know what? I still have that book somewhere. I still have that. I should go find the title. Hey, Raymond. Now, Troy, I have seen a few random TNG episodes. I did watch the one with Barclay getting called Broccoli, and then Picard accidentally calling him Broccoli and being like, oh no, I've messed up. Huh. What am I going to do about this? Jonathan, that might either be a graphics setting or something else, as they look kind of weird. They've been working on the cloud tech a lot, too. Rhino, I started watching it. I got about 5 episodes in, and then... I don't remember why, but I stopped. Well, Apple, I was just bringing it up because earlier you were like, free cargo. There's a whole sea sitting right there. Nobody driving
Thank
it.
you, and please visit again.
Now, here's the thing I will say about mysteries or detective stories. I don't want to watch it or read it unless the reader gets to play along. That's my biggest thing about detective stories. Jonathan, cruise control still kind of works. It's a little bit different. Oh, yeah, Talos, that would do it. That would do it right there for sure. I mean, like, how are you supposed to know for that particular one? But, yeah. You know, Gold, you joke. But if you were like, hey, Jack, you want to go watch the Dora the Explorer movie? I'd be like, heck yeah, man, I'm down for that. Actually, there's a... Oh, God, what are they called? AOC? AOK? There's an animation group on YouTube, and I don't think they're really around anymore, but they did this wonderful series of, like, Dora being 24 years old. and I really enjoyed it. It's like, have you ever had a date that stopped texting you and you didn't know why? And then poor Boots is like, I have. And then, like, you know, she'd be at, like, her date's apartment drunk. It's like, we are at my ex's apartment looking for Sierra. Closure. Can you say Sierra in Spanish?
Thank you, and please visit again.
My God, it actually took all the boxes. Hot diggity. It didn't collect any boxes at all. We actually got paid the full amount and everything. My goodness. Let's do that one more time. Actually, let's start the jump first. Well, like I said, Lonix, I enjoyed them a lot. Actually, it's the same animators who did Common Side Effects. If you enjoyed that series. And beggars, I have seen zero of Battlestar, Farscape, or Babylon 5. Phaedrus, are you, like, working one until you hit the next tier and then going to the next corp? Like, are you not focusing on one corp at a time? Yeah, see, Troy, nobody in my family gave a rat's anything about any Star Trek. At all. Like, I don't know how, but my family just had zero cultural anything. Like, they didn't really watch any shows on the regular. I mean, like, they left the TV on. So it was stuff like Frasier and Third Rock from the Sun. Christian, I know. I just have so many things to watch, and it's daunting. And the thing is, like, the more people tell you that you should watch something, it's like the more you either dread it or don't want to. And I've been told so much of things that I need to see that it just becomes this mountain, you know? Because the thing is, like, during the time that I can be watching this, there's also other things coming out that I'm interested in. And not to mention, like, when you grow up with 4 channels, like, you're just not really big on watching a lot of TV. Like, you know how much I've had to catch up on movies that I'm still far behind? Exactly, Phaedrus. Like, you know, there's so many shows constantly coming out, and it's like there's a very real chance I'm never going to see all these staple shows. Is that it, Gold? I could just stop streaming and just watch everything. Maybe I'll just go back and rewatch Space Precinct. You know, Phaedrus, that's not the worst idea, but I refuse. I feel like just being like a React channel is just lazy. It's like you're not creating your own content, you're just making exaggerated faces at everybody else's. Apple, I have no idea what that is, so I'm gonna say no.
Quantum fuel at 50%.
Gideon, not yet. We'll probably do the giveaway tomorrow, Gideon, if we get it, because I'm gonna have to leave in an hour. Why not, Phaedrus? Now you've got me curious. Is this something I shouldn't Google while on stream? Yeah, see, I never got to see Airwolf. Never got to see Knight Rider. I've seen one episode of the A-Team. Well, Death, you know I'm not going to be here on the weekend. See, Apple, it sounds exciting, but for me it sounds tiring. We honestly might save the giveaway till next week, just to be safe. Gideon, I never said I was an 80s kid. I was born in 89. I didn't see a lot of these shows because I wasn't existing yet. Like, I've tried to play so much catch up, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to what there's still left to go, you know? And I mean, 89 was a good year, but I wasn't exactly cognizant for it. Like, I snuck into 89. Like, I was in the 80s for a total of about 35 days. Gideon, I'm sure they did, but not on the channels I was watching. Oh my god, Phaedrus. Phaedrus. You want to talk about not being technologically inclined? Let me tell you about my grandfather. The man loved technology, but clearly it didn't love him. He never understood how to utilize it. And he was always buying this high-tech crap that he had no business using, and it always blew up in his face. And he got this idea, this terrible idea, that he would start renting movies and then just copying them. And that way he could have just about every movie ever made. And he could just pay the rental prices instead of buying them and have them. So he bought a VCR to do this. And he rented Castaway. And since this was VCRs, you know, you had to get through the entire movie for it to actually record, because that's how it worked. It would just record it as it played. So I watch it, while it's recording. And it turns out it didn't record. It didn't record at all. Thank you, Motherfig. Thank you, man. Although you of all people know it's not my birthday. Thank you. See, I'm going to need that for the alcohol I'm going to need to get over the trauma of this story that I'm about to finish. And Lonix, yes, it takes a lot of effort. But my grandfather was a cheap, cheap man who would use a colander to do a bucket's job if the colander was cheaper. So anyway, we get through Castaway. It doesn't record. And he's ticked off. So he does he rewinds. So, all right, you sit here again and make sure nothing messes up. And let me know when it's done. So I have to sit there and watch the movie again. And guess what? It doesn't record. It doesn't record at all. And he wouldn't do the thing where he might test out just a little bit and record just a little bit to see if maybe he had it working. No. We had to get through the whole film and then see if he did it right. I had to watch Castaway 6 times in a row. Thank you, Gideon. And that would be Far Cry 3, quoting Alice in Wonderland half the time in that game. Because for some reason they really tried to push an Alice in Wonderland thing in Far Cry 3, even though it had nothing to do with it. But thank you, Gideon. But yeah, I had to watch Castaway 6 times in a row, and guess what? He never got it recorded. He just never figured it out. And as a child who, you know, was somewhat on the up and up with technology, I desperately wanted to do it. But no, he didn't trust me to do it because I was a kid. He had to be the one to do it. When he bought his first computer, he struggled with it for 3 hours, trying to get the thing to turn on. And I finally had to come over and do it. Because he was turning on the monitor and not the tower. Gold. Honestly, Gold, I'm glad the Wookiee is not playing while I am telling these stories. I think it would break me. Thank you, Gold. Thank you. And Raymond, you are right. Like, I'm not trying to catch up on absolutely everything. I'm just kind of going with what I might be interested in at the time. Yes, Ken. Yes. Yes. He just kept punching the on button to the monitor for 3 hours. Not knowing that they had to be separate. And God... Thank you, Rhino, for that. That was very nice. Thank you, Rhino. You know, Raymond, I told the story to my trivia group last night about the getting beat with the PS2. And they all kind of gave me this look, and I realized that maybe the stories that you can tell on the internet are maybe not the stories that you can tell to quasi-strangers in real life. Wow, Death. Now that's a real scorched earth approach. On fire? You know, Ken, maybe I'll just go in and quietly disable the Wookiees. Just not tell anybody. Like, gee golly, I don't know why they're not popping up. Yeah, that seems odd to make a film out of Far Cry 3. Now, Blood Dragon, yes. Oh, Raymond, I'm sorry. 3 years ago? Like, okay, I would buy like 2005, but 3 years ago? We are still getting cargo, right? Okay, yeah, it's just taking forever. Yeah, Raymond, you need a little bit of peace and quiet. Yeah, see, Joe, I don't know if I feel like the man. We did, oh god, I barely made it to trivia yesterday, but I did. I was thrashed. But I made it, and we ended up taking first again. We had to be very tactical about it, but we did it. I say that. Maybe not so much tactical, but... At the end, right before we did the betting question, we were in the lead. And the question ended up being very tough. So we decided just to bet a single point and relied on everybody else goofing the question. And turns out we were entirely correct on that. Because everybody did. Because there were 4 parts to it. You guys want some trivia? Honestly, gold, probably.
Quantum travel engaged.
Like these guys have a team, and they are a very competitive team, and they have credentials. Like, I know 2 of them work at a university, one of them has a law degree, and like, I just feel like I am the underqualified person here, because, you know, they let me on the team, and it's like, what are my qualifications? Like, these guys have degrees, and the closest that I have to a degree is playing the game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. Rhino, they just enabled that for the new launcher update. Kid, I heard about that. I heard about that. I'll have to pick it up. I do miss playing as the orcs. Nope. Nope. Can't I refuse? Nope. Other people can know lore. But alright, I'm gonna give you guys this question. This is technically a math question. This was the 4-parter from last night. And Lonix, I do contribute. And then they brought me on after I played against them a few times, and we actually won. But yes, I still feel underqualified, you know. But alright, so here's the question. It's a 4-parter. And you have to add them all up together. So, how many Tarzan novels did Edgar Rice Burroughs write? How many territories are there in Asia in the board game Risk? How many seasons are there of Friday Night Lights? And how many countries have put a man on the moon? You have to take the number from each and add them together. And you've got a 5-way difference. So you can get within 5 of the number above or below. So you have to guess like how many Tarzan novels Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote, how many territories are in Asia, the board game Risk. Seagold, that's it. That's spot on. Didn't look it up at all, right? Yeah, it turns out, because like we're like, I have no idea. Like we knew Friday Night Lights. I knew the Risk board game. Everybody knew how many countries have put a man on the moon. But we were trying to figure out Tarzan. I was like, man, I feel like that's going to be like a Hardy Boys thing, where there's just a lot of them. So we went with like 18. But we decided to only bet 1 point because we were already in the lead. And it turns out dude wrote like 24 Tarzan novels. It was DPT. It was from Trivia Night. See, the final question, you can bet up to 20 points. It's the only way to lose points, but you can bet up to 20 points. So it's this one last final hurrah to be able to throw yourself in front of somebody else. Yeah, Seagold, usually the questions like that where you have to add them up, they vary anywhere from 42 to 37. But yeah, Mabutsu, the total question was how many seasons of Friday Night Lights were there? How many territories are in Asia on the Risk board game? How many Tarzan novels did Edgar Rice Burroughs write? And how many countries have put a man on them? And Lonix, you know, some of them. Like, I had to actually draw out like the Risk board game, so I'm like, all right, I know Asia is a 7-point bonus. There are 4 territories in Australia. I just had to start like drawing out the whole thing and counting it up. No, Lonix, it was a total of 24 novels. Total answer was 42. But I got it right. It was 12 for the territories. There's also another one that really stymied us. There was a list of famous women, and we had to guess which one did not have a Barbie doll made after them. It was Frida Kahlo, Jane Goodall, Princess Diana, and Amelia Earhart. And we all went Jane Goodall. But it turns out it was Princess Diana. Because at the time, there was something about commercialization of the royalty. But then after a divorce or whatever, you could do it. So that's why she had a Beanie Baby, but not a Barbie doll. Well, beggars, it's the answer to everything.
Quantum travel complete.
Yeah, Gold. Just how many countries have put a man on the moon? And seeing as it was one country that did it multiple times, the answer was just one. Yeah, Lonix. Yeah, they made a Princess Diana Beanie Baby. I think it was after she died, too. So. And dear, not yet. Not yet. We're all sort of waiting on it. Yeah, Mabutu. See, the thing is, the Soviets beat us on a lot of firsts when it comes to space. But since the US put some dudes on the moon, we just decided that we won the space race. And you know what? I'm not going to question it. And dear, not yet. Not yet. I'm thinking about it. It's not a bad price. Yeah, Luna, I remember old Sputnik. Well, I wasn't there for it, but, you know. Ooh, Ken. Joe, are you sure on that? Because I remember him punching a dude out for saying the same thing. Like, there was a little bit of a tiff he had about 5 or 6 years ago where someone said that to his face and he sucker punched him. And Andir will probably either do the giveaway tomorrow or maybe Monday. I like the idea of doing it on a Monday. Because Mondays generally suck, and that way it sucks a little bit less. I will say, though, I have a very specific reason for believing in the moon landing. And it's not exactly evidence, but like, okay, so you can listen to like all the recordings they have of like the Apollo missions and whatnot. And I used to do that while delivering medicine because, you know, something to listen to. And I was listening to, I think it was the one for the second moon landing. And there's this part in it where one of them are absolutely just having a huge gripe fest about oranges because they were given a bunch of oranges to eat. And he'd had a bunch of vitamin C and they were just farting it up there. And he was complaining about, it's like, I'm never going to eat a damn orange again when we get back. And, you know, it's stuff like that. Like, if you were faking this, why would you put that in there? Why would you have this man complaining about this? Why would you have this man complaining about having all this flatulence in space? You know? Like, there's just certain things like that. That's just like, yeah, you know what? Okay. I think we did it. Because that just shows the suffering all these poor dudes had while doing it. I will, Raymond, I will. Let me get in the pipe and I will take them. Thank you, kid. Ooh, I need fuel. Okay, let me grab fuel first. Thank you, man. And I do. I will take my pills. I mean, Luna, that could also be one of those things where they understand it better now than what they did then, too. And it's more of like, oh, maybe we shouldn't be sending people through that like we used to. Like cigarettes, you know? Used to, you could smoke on an airplane. Don't do that anymore. Yeah, but like, it wasn't exactly like a big part of it, you know? Like, it was like 6 hours in. Like, it's a part that never really gets brought up. Did they, Cerrone?
Approved to dock.
And there's a big difference between getting to Antarctica versus the moon. I mean, sometimes you do get it right on the first try. Sometimes you suck it up. I feel like there's a lot of things that we've done on the first try that we probably had no business doing on the first try. Yeah, that's true, Apple. Man, you know, Raymond, I have almost completely forgot about Home Alone. I've seen it once. I also feel like it was easier to go then than it was now because we were just dumping so much money into it. Like, it mattered so much more then just to America and like beating the Soviets than it does now. And you know, we went back a second time and it seems like almost nobody cares about the second time, and it's like, all right, why go back now? Like, it just doesn't have that punch anymore. It's like after the Cold War ended, space wasn't really a big thing. I will, Ray, but I will. We just grab a little bit of fuel first. Whew. Oof, deplorable. I ain't gonna touch that one. See, Joe, that one I can't tell you because I ain't a scientist. Like, I could take some guesses, but they're not going to be educated guesses. All right, take this out to ArcCorp. Because I am probably also going to have to wrap it up as soon as I get back and land this baby. What if they swept up after the crater so that way they didn't, you know, leave a mark? It's like when you go hiking, you know, leave no trace.
Quantum travel engaged.
All right. I'm going to take pills now, Raven. I'm going to take pills. See, Luna, with that, I feel like any other country could probably object to what we did, you know, and actually bring it forward as a thing to the international community. I mean, could you also argue that it's a technology that we've lost? Because I feel like there's a lot of that out there that we have just not kept up on how to do. Now, Joe, I don't know if I would trust AI detection. That stuff can be notorious for calling everything out as AI. Now, Joe, I can believe that. Government incompetency is something I can definitely believe. I mean, heck, we weren't really big on archiving a lot of things. Most older shows that have survived literally survived because there was one old lady with a VHS who just recorded everything. People didn't really care about archiving stuff until like the 80s. There's a pill I forgot to take. And I'm trying to remember which one it is. Give me 1 second. Yeah, like, see, I could be AI. Haha, there you are. Okay. Okay, we're good. I've taken them all. See, Joe, I don't believe that with AI. I mean, I went looking for cat cartoons the other night, and Google's AI recommended Bolt, which is about a dog. Now, I know it's not the same AI, but... That's right, Raymond, we're gonna live another day. You think so, Troy? I mean, I'm not here to convince anybody of otherwise. It's like, how many times have we been to the moon? Like, assuming it's all true. Let's just look it up. I'm sorry, what? Okay, it's supposed there were 6 manned missions to the moon. I thought there were 2.
Quantum travel engaged.
I mean, Troy, I can see them. I see we said, like, with Joe and Luna. 6? Yeah, okay, see, Cerrone, I thought we had 2. Like, I knew we had the first one. You know, 69. And then I knew there was one later on. I didn't know we had 6 of them. Oh, wait, hold on. 8, 10, and 13 went to the moon but did not land. But 12, 14, 15, 16, and 17 landed astronaut. We put dudes on the moon 6 times? Yeah, I remember the Golf and Rover one. I think that was the one that I was listening to about the oranges. Yeah, I do remember. I remember reading that about 13 when I was at the Huntsville Museum. I somehow missed the part where they were on the moon. See, Hagatha, the television was actually invented by a guy who wanted people to learn. Because with the television, he envisioned that people could learn and be educated from anywhere. And the poor man lived long enough to see game shows and advertisements. I always feel like if you invent something life-changing like that, that you should die before it becomes twisted. That way you don't get to see what your invention has become.
Landing gear down.
Same thing for the Wright brothers. After airplanes took off, they thought, man, there's not going to be any more wars because the airplane will make them useless. Kind of like a weird mutually assured thing where it's like, why would you fight when an airplane can just wreck you? And then, they lived long enough to see the end of World War II. You know, I gotta say, egg on their face with that little prediction.
Warning. Warning. Warning.
It's a lot of warning, lady.
Landing successful. Engines off.
All right. Yeah, I've got about 20 minutes until I've definitely got to go. Not a lot you can do in Star Citizen in 20 minutes.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Ooh, and you're right. I do need to go pay that off. Thank you for reminding me.
Your vehicle has been
Which I guess I could just wait until the patch drops, but eh. See, Joe, I'd like to believe in human ingenuity. The can-do attitude and the technological advancement of a people that yearn for the stars. A bunker run's not a bad idea. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Oh, I need to submit that contract. My gun hand, huh?
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I don't know if I'm kitted the best for it, but I mean, we could take a gander.
Vehicles, your vehicle, please.
Sure, we can finish a bunker in 20 minutes, right? That's a big nope. What about the 890? It's not really a bunker, but it's got some people on it. Although if I'm going to the
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
where's
system.
my Hornet? Baishini Point. I could fly up to Baishini and get it. Gonna go grab my Hornet, because it's faster to do that than it is to wait for it to spawn here. Well, yeah, dear, it's gotta be. Well, I keep blowing it up in fireworks.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
Yeah, Raymond, it really is. Like, I thought we'd been twice, you know? You know, granted, they didn't even teach us about the moon landings in school. As far as history is concerned in school, I think we stopped learning around the 20s? Everything after that I had to learn on my own.
Shields off.
Beggars the Polaris does have a med bay. Has two of, well, it has two beds. Alright, Baishini, where are we? There you are. You know, Andir, there's a very fun Transformers episode about that,
Quantum travel complete.
where the Autobots and Decepticons go back to King Arthur times, as they call it. And they do a very good job of showing that what is considered magic is actually just technology not understood. Because you've got this, like, knockoff Merlin character who's, like, making explosions, and he's using, like, saltpeter and... I forget what it was, like, some sort of bird droppings or whatever. And it was basically just discount ultra-primitive gunpowder. It's like, I'll need more saltpeter and all this other stuff, and then... there's a thing where one of the Autobots is like, that's just gunpowder. skin do I have on this? It must be the Olympia skin.
Landing gear down.
I mean, Andy, you've got a lot of that throughout history, you know?
Landing. Engines off.
Turns out back in the day, you could discover something, and as long as you kind of kept it to yourself, you could make people believe in all sorts of wizardry. And that's not, like, in reference to the Bible or whatever, that's just in general.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Are you my Hornet? You're my...
Your vehicle, please visit us.
Why is the Olympia paint on there? I never fly that thing. In fact, I don't even own that thing.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
You know,
Your insurance claim has
I
been
flew up
sent.
here just to avoid claiming this thing. And,
Thank you.
well, do I feel hornswoggled?
Your vehicle has been moved to please visit us again.
I don't feel like this is getting stored.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Has it, though?
Please visit us again.
Oh, Raymond, we were just talking about a lot of science being mistaken for magic or wizardry. Basically, like the plot of... oh, what is that movie? The Dragons. Flight of Dragons.
Welcome to the ASOP
Or
Vehicle
literally
Retrieval
every single
System.
Transformers episode where they go back to King Arthur times.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Now, hold on, Luda. Hold on. Hold on. That's different. We don't have a single medium or large ship here. I guess I will spawn the Corsair after all. Try to use that so I can spawn the Hornet.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the...
I don't like the way that sounds. That doesn't sound good. Vehicle impounded reckless. Oh, no.
Welcome.
All right. You go away,
ASOP
Corsair.
Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again.
You know, Joe, I would almost believe that with a self-destruct. Well, Ken, I said I just needed access to a hangar that was bigger than the one I was in.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
Literally, I was just
retrieval
using it for its hangar space. There. Oof. That wasted like half my time just doing this. Yeah, Joe, have a good one. Yeah, Raymond, like that's the thing. Like, think about science in general.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the please visit us again.
Is that, you know, functionally it's no different than magic at this point. Like, I know my phone was built with every single scientific advancement we've had since we've been throwing rocks at each other. I can't tell you how it works. I mean, you know, microchips and RAM and all that. Yes, I can explain that a little bit. But as far as like the actual nitty-gritty, down to it, individual scientific process of explaining everything,
Takeoff.
no.
Complete. Landing gear raised.
No! No! What? No! You remember that thing I was telling Jonathan earlier about how I've been flying since 2014 and you still end up blowing yourself up every now and then? Yeah, no, Christian, that's embarrassing. That's real embarrassing. That's real embarrassing. And I've pretty much eaten up all my time faffing about, exploding and whatnot. And now I don't have time. I'm sorry, guys. No, Christian, it wasn't a bug. Pretty sure I clipped the wing on the way out. I should have left it in landing mode so it wouldn't be as far out. So what happened was, since I was out of landing mode, the wings are too far out for what I had. Clipped it on the lip as I was pulling out. The clipping decided to make me turn into the floor, hit the floor, and I just kind of blew up everywhere. I wish I could say it was a bug, but that is 100% on me, my fault. I made a rookie mistake. And now the egg on the face is on my face. So sadly, I'm going to claim it, so it should be okay for the next patch.
Waiting passengers.
And then I'm going to have to go.
The platform's edge. Strong winds can arise suddenly.
Which is sad. Sad, sad, sad. But the next time we see each other, we should be in 4.3. Boy, do I feel like a bunch of duty pants. Stout, I was met by Genie. But it was not the station's fault. It was 100% my fault. I don't know, Christian. It just makes me feel goofy. Oh, Parker, trivia was last night. Today is D&D. Which is why I have to leave a little bit earlier, because it starts in an hour. No, we aced it at trivia. We did really good at trivia. Only missed like 2-3 questions. We're number 1. The 108 points. But no, tonight is D&D, and I get to make more references to see if people will finally figure out that my character is secretly a dog.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
Find what, improbable beggars? They'll find out that he's secretly a dog? Probably right.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Like, I've tried to drop as many hints as I can.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Our Corp is proud to bring the universe closer together. Our Corp
Did that actually go through?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Like, the DM knows. He's in on it. And they've got to wonder why he laughs every time, you know, we say something in relation to it.
Your insurance claim, thank you. Please visit.
For the latest travel information, be sure to check the departure and
All
arrival
right.
boards conveniently located throughout
It
the
is
city.
time for me to go. I'm sorry, guys. That did not turn out the way that I wanted it to turn out. But all right. You guys have a wonderful night. We will continue this tomorrow. I know, Raymond.
Please be
But we will be
aware
back.
that while in the Stanton system and on
We'll actually finally get to explore these new places. I've actually been kind of excited to not do PTU just so I could go into them blind. So that'll be kind of fun. You guys have a good one. We will see each other tomorrow. And we will explore all the wonderful stuff of 4.3. Except the new hair, because I like my old one.
at all times. Their job
Thank you,
is your
Christian.
safety.
So have a good night, guys. Eat something decent, and until tomorrow. Yeah, and until tomorrow, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.